So, hello guys. Just to let you know that there is no pole lap for this episode because Badminton FJ took pole, but his camera did not film the pole lap, so that's a shame. But we will have the grid for this Grand Prix now. The Chinese Grand Prix. We have Badminton FJ on pole for Renault, then Havoc 62 in second for Ferrari, and Spittles 321 third for Sauber. Matek 16 in fourth, then Lewis Hamilton 44 in fifth. And then Thomas Chelsea 1 in 6th position for McLaren. Which, yeah. Hopefully you enjoy the Chinese Grand Prix. So here we are in the Chinese Grand Prix for round 2 of the CRL. And Badminton FJ has taken pole position from Havoc 62 in second. And then Lewis Hamilton 44 in 5th place. So we will look to the 5 red lights. Badminton FJ will Havoc 62 will look to get Badminton FJ at the first corner, but now we have 4 and 5 lights on here in the Shanghai International Circuit, and we're away and in China. And Badminton FJ gets a good start, but Havoc 62 gets very close to him. But Badminton FJ lagging all over the place. Into turn 1 we go, and Havoc 62 still in second place. Badminton FJ still leads, but Havoc's right up the back of him, down towards turn 2 and 3. We start this race here in China. It's a thrilling start already, but FJ just slid around that corner, but he lags off again. And into turn 6 we go, and FJ's gone wide. They've all gone wide. Spittle's looking up the inside of Havoc's, but look at that, he sped past him. But Badminton FJ has lagged in front again. So I think FJ has had internet connection problems in this. But here we go into turn 9 and 10. Here we go. No, this is turn 9, and we go into turn 9. But Spittles comes down the inside of Havoc's, and that is brilliant move from Spittles 321. But I think that was a bit of a dive bomb. So dive bombs are not allowed in this league. So I think that's a bit of a dodgy move from Spittles. But it was a good move to get up into second. Now he's right up the back of Badminton FJ for the leader of this Chinese Grand Prix. Down the straight, can Havoc 62 get Spittles back down the back straight? Oh, he's just lagging all over the place. He's gaining on him, but he's just lagged off in the distance into the hairpin now. And Badminton FJ still leads. He's gone a bit wide. Spittles as well, Havoc's as well, but Havoc slides round the hairpin, and that has lost him a bit of time to Spittles. And around the final corner to start lap 2 of this Chinese Grand Prix. It's been a thrilling start so far, but it's Badminton FJ who leads from Spittles 321 in second, then Havoc 62 in third, Lewis Hamilton 44 in fourth, then Havoc's gone one at turn 2. That is horrible. He's off the pace, the championship leader. And we have Matt 816 in fifth, and then Dale in 6th position. So, and Lewis Hamilton 44 has left the Grand Prix. That's horrible. I think he's raged. And that's just bad. And Thomas Chelsea 1 has taken 4th. I think Matek 16 is in 5th place. So, yeah. So, hopefully, we'll have a good race here in China. Badminton FJ still leads, but he's doing a Hamilton right now. But he hasn't pulled away from Spittles that much since Spittles got up into second with that dodgy move on the first lap. And I think Spittles might get disqualified for that, because that was a dive bomb, and you're not allowed to do dive bombs in the CRL League. So here we are, turn. I think this is turn. Oh, sorry, I got distracted a bit there. But down the straight, and Havoc 62 might be going a bit on Spittles, but it's pretty boring second lap here in China. But Badminton FJ, Spittles went a bit wide on Badminton FJ screen there on the bottom right. But here we are, round and down towards the final corner of lap 2 of this Chinese Grand Prix. And here we go to start lap 3 now. Badminton FJ still leads from Spittles, then Havoc 62 in third, then Thomas Chelsea 1 in fourth, then Matt 816 in 5th position, and Lewis Hamilton 44, who of course got raged and is in last position. He'll still get 8 points, but he is DNF'd, and he hasn't finished. He didn't even start the Australian Grand Prix, so that's his second DNF of the season. As he'll still get 8 points though from that 6th place he'll earn, but Here we go, round turn 6 and now turn 7 as we go down towards the squad. Ooh, Havix went a little bit overshot it there, but oh, he's overshot it even more. He's got a little bit wide. Havix 62 off the pace here in China. Bammers FJ still going along well in the lead of this Grand Prix on the bottom right of the screen. Nothing is in front of it at the moment, and Bammers FJ is dominating this race so far. But if Spittles can catch him, that will be interesting. But Havix 62 is right there in the thick of it. But Spittles has made a mistake, and he's lost a lot of time to Bammers FJ. But look, Havix 62 side by side, and he's got past Spittles 321 into second place goes Havix 62. But here comes Spittles, back down the inside into the hairpin, and what a move by Spittles 321. That is not a dive bomb compared to lap 1. But here we go, round the final corner. Can Havix 62 get him back? He's touched him a bit. But here we go, much better exit. And Havix 62 and Spittles are side by side down this main straight. And here we go, the pit straight now, into turn 1. Can Spittles get the inside line? But Havix holds it round the outside. What a brilliant move from Havix 62 to get up into second place. And that is a brilliant move from him. Wow. What brilliant racing from Spittles 321 and Havix 62. And Havix moves up into second, ahead of Spittles. And he chases after Bammers FJ, the leader of this Chinese Grand Prix, lap 4 of 11. And Bammers FJ looked to be a little bit onto the grass at turn 8 there. That was interesting there. But Tobertron 14 is online. I won't announce everyone is online on the screen, but into turn 9, I think this is, yep, turn 9. And now into turn 10. Here we go. And now into turn 11. Bammers FJ still dominating this race, but Havix is gaining on him a bit. And as I say that, he goes a little bit wide into turn 11. Dalbertson 12 has left the Xbox Live Party, which Dalbertson is part of the league, but he didn't race in the first 2 races of this league. So down this back straight, and I think Havix is gaining on Bammers FJ. Oh, that was a little bit of a thing, but I think Havix may be coming in this lap. I think he might be, but oh, it's got a bit wide, Havix, and wow, wow. I think Havix is going to be pinning this lap, which he is. Yep, he goes straight onto the pit lane. So Havix 62 comes in and is the first to react to get. And is first to pit the first guy to pit in this Chinese Grand Prix. So hopefully it'll be a good stop for the Ferrari boys in the pit crew. Here we go, they changed the tyres. Oh no, they've got a problem. And 4.7 second pit stop. I think they had a problem with one of the tyres or something. But it's a 4.7 second pit stop. That could cost Havix 62 very dearly. And Havix 62 going, oh, he just gets out ahead of Thomas Chelsea, but no, not just, but Thomas Chelsea is 12.3 seconds behind Havix, but hopefully Havix can catch up to Bammers FJ by the end of the race. So we have we started lap 5, and FJ will now pit at the end of this lap 5 of the Chinese Grand Prix, out of 11 scheduled for this race. Havix 62 on not the best pace. Like Australia, he dominated, but China is not doing very well so far. But P3 is still good, but he's just not off the pace. The championship leader. Wow. And Bammers FJ, who's second in the championship, is doing very well. Is dominating this race, and yeah. So I think FJ will now pit this lap, and yep, it now comes into the pits. You can see on the bottom right of the screen, Bammers FJ comes into the pits. And now the Rager Lewis Hamilton 44 is online, so yeah, so here comes Bammers FJ into the pits. And hopefully it'll be a good stop by Renault, unlike Ferrari, who had a problem with the tyres. Here they come. Here comes Bammers FJ into the pit lane. And oh, it's a good charge. It's a good tyre change. No problems whatsoever. 3.8 second stop. Absolute quick stop from FJ. But can he get ahead of Havix? And oh yeah, Havix is just coming around the final corner now. And yeah, Bammers FJ still comes out in the lead of this Grand Prix. So it's Bammers FJ who still leads And I think Havoc is in second. Yep, Havoc is in second place. And Spittles 321 has boxed as well. So he's in third. Matt 816 in fourth. And the Thomas Chelsea 1, who's in fifth position. And Lewis Hamilton 44, who has DNF'd. He raged and is out of this race. So lap 6 of 11. Hopefully it's a good last few laps. And hopefully Havoc can catch Bam's FJ by the end of this race. 5.7 seconds behind him is Havoc's, and hopefully you can get him at the end of the race. So let's see what will happen by the end of this Chinese Grand Prix. So into turn 9, and here we go down towards turn 10 and 11 now. Into turn 11, and yes, he is getting a bit on the FJ in the Renault. This is now 5.6. Yeah, I think that's 5.3 seconds ahead of him now. 5.3 seconds behind Havoc's. And think he's gaining a bit on him. Havoc's is gaining on Bam's FJ, but hopefully can he take the lead of this Chinese Grand Prix? I don't think he's going to by the end of the race, but hopefully he will. But it's a long job. It's a big job for Havoc 62. But it just cost him a few seconds by going wide at the hairpin. And just as I say, he's gaining on him, he's just gone wide. But around the final corner to start lap 7 of this Chinese Grand Prix. Havoc has gone on the curb, he's spun out into the gravel, and he's gone straight into the barriers. Havoc 62 is out of this Grand Prix. That is horrible. He has disconnected the controller, and he is out. No, he's just reset it to the track. But Spittles gets up into second place. And what absolute dramatic stuff. The championship leader has crashed out on the final corner of lap 7. And he's gone off at turn 1. He's got no front wing, so he will have to pit at the end of this lap. But that is horrible for Havoc 62. And he's going off the track. He's gone straight into the wall. That is the end of the race for Havoc 62. He has terminal damage. 58.72 G out of this Chinese Grand Prix. And Bam's FJ cuts to the final lap of this Grand Prix because nothing happened. Matt 816 has moved up to second. What a dramatic race here in China. Been a boring race on Bam's FJ's view. Here he comes round the hairpin. Bam's FJ on his final lap of this Chinese Grand Prix. Bam's FJ now comes round the final corner right now. And Bam's FJ comes round to cross the line to win the Chinese Grand Prix from Matt 816. In second place, then Havoc 62, who DNF'd in third, then Spittles 321 in fourth, then Thomas Chelsea 1, who got disqualified. So they all got disqualified, the last three, I don't know why. And then Lewis Hamilton 44, who come sixth, and still gets 8 points. But that was a dramatic race in the Chinese Grand Prix, and hopefully you enjoyed the Chinese Grand Prix, and we will see you on the F1 2013 Jerez Grand Prix, which is the next race. So we won't have F1 2010 Bahrain because the league has been decided to move to F1 2013. So hopefully you enjoyed our commentary, and yeah, bye, and we'll see you on 2013 Jerez.